Good day everyone, my name is Anthony Nathaniel and I welcome you to the second episode of our Crash Secondary School Mathematics course. Now in this second episode we'll be talking about a fundamental topic which is numerical processes, and under numerical processes we'll be talking about indices and logarithm. Now indices and logarithm, we'll be talking about laws of indices, the fundamental law of indices, and we'll be talking about indices and standard form. We'll also be talking about a logarithm, how to get the logarithm, and the anti-logarithm of values. So starting from, first of all, let's talk about the basic standard forms. Now anytime you have to talk about indices has to do with powers. For example, if you have a number 5 raised to power 2, now this has become a number that you can express in terms of indices, and the index of this number is 2. That index is the power. The index is also known as the power or the exponential. So the exponential or the power of this number is 2. So that number that's on top is the index of power. Now anytime you have numbers multiplying each other, there are things you can do to the powers. For example, if you have 5 raised to power 2 times 5 raised to power 3, so what do? Let's prove that now. 5 raised to power 2 is if you don't want to be stressing yourself doing too much of arithmetic, you can basically use the laws of indices for this. Now there's a law of indices that says when you have any number, let's call that number a. If you have a number a raised to power m, and you multiply by that same number a raised to power another power n, so your final answer will be a raised to power m plus n. That's the first law of indices. Then the next law of indices is that when you have any number a raised to power m divided by another number a raised to power n, so the answer will be a raised to power m minus n. So just know that multiplication stands for addition in indices and division stands for subtraction in indices. Now another law of indices or indexes are anytime you have a number just like a raised to the power of 0, it will be 1. So anything that is raised to 0 give you 1. That is another fundamental law. So if you don't know of this before, you can write them down in your notes so as to brush things up. Now next, we also have the next fundamental laws, that the negative power, the law of negative power. One time you have a raised to power minus m, that would be it's also the same thing as 1 over a raised to power m. So a negative power is just like the denominator. So when you have a raised to power minus m, you just put 1 over the positive power. That is one simple method. Then anytime you have x raised to power fractional power, so x raised to power, let me check that out. X raised to power 1 over a. Yeah, x raised to power 1 over a. That would be equals to the 8th root of x. If it's x raised to power 1 over 2, that would be the second root of x. That's the root of x. If it's a raised to power 1 over 3, it will be the cube root of x. That's the third root of x. So on and so forth. So these are just fundamental laws of indices. Then lastly, we have x raised to power a over b. So this is fractional indices again. So when you have your x, your number raised to power a over b, that would be the number on top will be raising that number to the power. That will be x raised to power a over b. That will be x raised to power a. Then you look for the b root of x. That's root b. For example, if this is x raised to power 2 over 3, this will be the third root of x raised to power 2. Or rather, you can also say the square of the third root of x, the square of the third root of x. So these are basic laws of indices that you'll be using. Let me give an example in this question. Let me say, if we have a question, root 72 a cube b minus 2 over 2a5 b minus 6. So in this question, we are looking for something like this. Root 72 a raised power 3 b raised power minus 2 divided by 2 a raised power 5 b raised power minus 6. So you can simplify this as root 72 over 2, that's 36. A raised power 3, that will be a raised power 3 divided by a raised power 5. Then we also have b raised power minus 2 times b raised power minus 2 divided by b raised power minus 6. So that will be b raised power minus 6. So that will be root 36. Now from this law, whenever you are dividing root, you subtract their powers. So a raised power 3 divided by a raised power 5, that will be a raised power 3 minus 5. That's a raised power minus 2. Then for this b raised power minus 2 divided by b raised power minus 2. Now minus times minus we give plus. That will be that's b raised power minus 2 plus 6. So that's an example of how you solve questions like this. So you can still take it further and solve it to the last answer, but this is just a demonstration of how you can make use of knowledge of indices to solve questions. So continue from here in the next episode. Thank you for watching.